Hey guys, welcome back. This is Spencer with the Photo Journal on YouTube. Wanted to show you guys a little bit about my setup, my complete photography setup, everything, every bit of gear that I have. In recent years, I've kind of gotten away from being obsessed with gear. It's been a struggle, I know. It's what we do as photographers, we obsess over gear. It's a lot of fun, it really is. But at the end of the day, they're just tools. They're just things that help us get the job done. They're things that help us communicate our vision with the final image, with the final product. So I want to show you guys a little bit about why I switched all of my gear over recently, a little bit about how I did it, why I did it, and what the final result is, and if I like it or not. Alright, first thing I'm going to talk about is the most important piece of gear besides your camera and lens and whatever, is lights. A couple years ago, I was out on a shoot, downtown type setting. I had my big nice strobe with a big nice battery pack, with a big nice stand and a big nice modifier. It was so heavy. It was miserable. Alright, so we would take a shot and be a nice cool brick wall, something like that. Great shot. It was fun. Great model. This is perfect lighting. I loved it. Pick up this 35-pound at least stand with everything on it, okay? Move it to the next location. Okay, we did that for 2 hours. I was exhausted, hated it. That's when I started my move to everything being compact and mobile and ready to go. I switched to these. This is the Yongnuo YN563. It's a speed light or a flash gun. Some people even call these strobes. Okay. The nice thing about these is they have a receiver built into them, meaning that you can have it done wirelessly. This thing right here is the transceiver. This it also receives if you don't have one of these that has the receiver built into it. You can just get one of these, plug it onto the hot shoe of your camera, get another one, get it right here. Boom, you're ready to go. You're off and shooting. And it puts out some great light. You can get more expensive speed lights that will put out even brighter light if you need to, but I've shot with these for so long, I don't really need them. I've figured these things out, and I have yet to come across a situation where I'm like, you know, I really wish I had more light. All I do is just plug in another one of these and it's ready to go. Super great tool. I have like three of these things, and they cost less than a really expensive nice flash from Canon or Nikon or even Sony. Alright, so next thing I want to talk to you about, I talked about that big heavy stand. Boom, super light, super portable. This is a Cowboy Studio stand. On top of it, I have a bracket for mounting a what's called a softbox. I'll show you that. This thing right here folds down to be super small. You just gotta twist it around. This actually even has the, I'm out of practice, but you get the idea. It gets smaller than this. It actually has the exterior and the interior baffle in, which you take out so this can get small. So see, this is the exterior baffle, the interior. You take those out, it gets pretty small. But you see how big and nice this light source is. You get that really close, you're getting some super great light coming into your portraits, okay? It's not a huge softbox, but it really gets the job done. Again, it takes a lot of practice, but that's with anything. You're gonna have to get used to it, but I love it. Can't recommend it enough. The next thing is this. Look how small it is. It's so great. Wait a second. Boom. Big thing. This is called a reflector. If you don't have a reflector, you need to get one. This thing is fantastic. Whether you're using natural light or you're using your speed lights, this thing is great to have. Just an additional light source, puts out some great light, rolls up, gets super compact, really easy to travel with. Can't recommend these enough either, okay? If you're a photographer and you don't have a speed light and you don't have a reflector, you might be doing something wrong. I know a lot of you are probably natural light photographers, okay? Learn lighting. It's what, if you don't know what photography means, look it up in the dictionary. Photos means light. So next up, we have a few little gadgets and doodads that I use every time I shoot that I love. They're not super expensive, they're very approachable, and I love them. I use them, they work well, and that's what I need in gear, is something that works well, don't have to worry about it. This is a black rapid strap, okay? It's designed to fit around this way. The camera straps that come with the camera from the camera manufacturers are terrible. They hurt, they don't feel comfortable in any way. They have Canon, Nikon, and Sony just plastered all over it like you're a walking billboard. I love this thing, okay? Check it out. You have a little thing that you screw into the bottom of your camera and it becomes a quick release. Boom. See that? It's a little carabiner there. Super easy to use. These things right here, they call them bumpers, okay? So you grab your camera, bam, your strap's back there. Oh no. Well, check this out. Whenever you put it there, it comes right back to where you need it. I love this thing. It's been a lifesaver. Saved my shoulders for sure. After many, many years of having cameras, big cameras, small cameras around my neck, makes a huge difference. Next up, one of my favorite doodads, one of my favorite camera gadgets is the Joby Gorilla Pod. This thing is so versatile and so useful. This is just tripod screws, and you can use that, put a flash on it, hang it up somewhere, use this for a hair light, use it as a tripod. This is my main tripod that I use whenever I need a tripod. This is what I do. I find a branch or I find something to hang this off of with my camera. I've really have a lot of trust in this thing. I've had my camera set up on this and hanging over a bridge before. I've never had any problems. It's a great, great gadget to have. This gadget right here has saved me the most time out of any of my photography products. This is called the Expo Disc. Okay, you open it up, bam. What is that? It looks weird. You put this over your lens. Here, let me show you. Like that. You see how that worked? Okay, what it does is it gives you a good white balance, gives you a good exposure. So you take a picture with this in front of your lens or on your lens, and it gives, you set the custom white balance in your camera to this. Perfect color, perfect white balance every single time. Much easier, much more compact than carrying around a color card or a gray card or something like that. Comes in a cool little carrying case. You can wear it around your neck if you want to. It's got a belt strap, belt loop if you want to attach it to your belt. If you're running around, just grab it out, take it, put it back in. Saves you a ton of time. Lastly, my camera bag. This is it. I used to have a big rolling like luggage suitcase thing full of my camera gear, and then I needed more bags on top of that. I said nope, not gonna do it anymore. I have two of these things. Okay, don't really even need to. Everything I have will fit into this bag. I can put 3 flashes, 2 camera bodies, 2 lenses, can even put a couple microphones in here if I need to. It all comes down to this. Again, I went very, very small, very portable for a reason, and I haven't looked back. I love all of the gear that I have right now because it works and it's lightweight and portable. Okay, next we have what you guys have been waiting for, and that is my camera and my lens gear. Okay, right here I have the Sony a6000. Some of you are thinking, wait, that's a crop frame sensor. That's not a pro body. Why is a professional photographer not using a pro body? I get it. That's fine. You can think that if you want to, but this thing puts out great images and it shoots in RAW, and that's most of what I need. Okay, and this thing has a really quick autofocus. It's a fantastic camera. The lens that I have on here is the Sony Zeiss 55mm f1.8. Sharpest lens I've ever had. I used to be a Canon shooter. I had a Canon 6D. I had the 24-105 f4L, this huge chunk of glass. I had the 70-200 f2.8 LIS, massive, massive chunk of glass. Okay, this is so small. If I'm wearing a jacket, it fits in my jacket pocket, and I love that, and it's so lightweight. My main camera that I shoot with is my Sony a7, just a little bit bigger, has a little hump that goes right there. Other than that, it's practically the same size as this, along with a kit lens, which is fine. Okay, if you know how to make great photographs, your gear isn't going to matter a whole lot. That's why I chose this system. It's because the gear that Sony is producing is so lightweight and it does exactly what I needed to, and it's reliable. So find something that fits your style of shooting. If it's not compact shooting, that's fine, okay? If you have a big studio and you don't need to move anything anywhere, get all the big heavy stuff. It doesn't matter, okay? Figure out what works for you, read some reviews, and just try it out. Okay, there's no wrong way. You're not going to choose a camera system and figure out later, now is the wrong one, okay? Just learn how to take great photographs. Trust your gear. Get gear that you can trust, that will work well. That's a big part of it. And then just go out and shoot some stuff. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it. Don't stress so much about finding the perfect camera that you never buy one, okay? I did my research. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I went out and got it, and I love it. It's great. I'm going to show you one more thing about how all of my stuff breaks down into 3 bags, with some stuff hanging off of the side of it, but 3 bags. Okay, so here are the 3 bags that I have. Boom. This is for lighting gear. This is for my softbox, okay? So the bracket that you saw earlier, the whole softbox fits in there, and the baffles, okay? It's a really small bag. Really easy. My camera bag, all of my camera gear, my lights, my 2 camera bodies, my 2 lenses, fits in here. Look, it even has a place for my tripod. Sweet. This is my backdrop stand. I have my backdrop behind me. It's just 2 stands with some poles. Okay, it's not exciting. That's why I didn't show you. And also, it's got to be behind me. So, but everything fits in there. On the outside, I can put 2 stands and the monopod all right here. Okay, so everything that I have is either inside of or just barely hanging off of 3 bags that I have. Super portable. Again, that's my style. That's what I wanted to do. I'm always moving my setup around. I'm going to people's houses. I'm shooting in weird spots. It's very necessary for me to have a portable setup, something that's lightweight and easy to move around. Again, I encourage you to find what fits your style the best and go with that. Don't let somebody else discourage you by saying, oh, that's the wrong camera, okay? They probably don't even know how to take a picture, okay? So stick around. I hope you're encouraged by this video. I hope it takes some pressure off of finding the right camera. Just find something, okay? Go out, go shoot, make some people happy, make some great images. Thanks for sticking around.